What's going on, guys? It is Gray, aka the Okage, and we're back with My Hero Monday. I hope you're having a good holiday, because I am, because I don't have to work. And that's just the coolest thing ever to me. I get to be here recording videos and streaming today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Twitch.tv/Magataka. I'm awful at branding. Anyway, the link is in the description. Check it out. Strongest Hero. I'll be streaming it. It'll be a good time. Let's get into the chapter, shall we? The lovely Lady Nagin, 314, and it's Lady Nagin is lovely at the least. So, hey, winner for me there. Let's take a gander here at this chapter. Honestly, it's just kind of her backstory. That's pretty much all that happens. We kind of cut back to what was the end of the other chapter where Deku catches her. She does a really sick move where she grows her sniper out of her arm to hit Deku with like her rifle, and he gets shot at a lot. He was like, oh, it's right, I can't handle all those quirks. Those guys who are older than me, I probably should listen to more often. So, good going, Deku, you stinky boy. She puts like a microphone, I think, next to him and a bullet. And then she just goes in her backstory, which is pretty cool. Because her backstory is pretty cool. Basically, she was kind of like... The good comparison is like the Winter Soldier, but not mind control for the Hero Commission. She would take out threats that would make the Hero Society... Because this was early in Hero Society, right? This is like really early on. And it's actually kind of curious because her time frame is almost a little confusing. Because it's like she has to be older than she looks, which, like, she's, hot. So that kind of makes it hard to judge. She doesn't look old at all, right? She's an anime character. But we can assume that All Might wasn't working during her time. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize. But she was very early in the days of the Hero Society, and she took out threats or people that could be threats, because they don't want the Hero Society to look bad. She basically was the one that like took out people that could make Hero Society not as structurally sound as they want it to look. They needed it to look important. They have a really cool scene where some kids want to shake her hand because she's a hero. She's working as a hero, but more of like a spec ops hero. And they go to shake her hand, and she sees it covered with blood, which is really sweet. She talks to the old president. She sees him going for something because he wants her to kill someone. She's like, I'm tired of killing. It doesn't make any sense, blah, blah, blah. And then she killed him. She killed the president of the Hero Commission, which is not with the information that we were told. We were told she killed a hero, so they're covering it up even now that that's what the case was. It was a hero. And we also see that she was kind of recruited, kind of like Hawks, where at a very young age, they're like, hey, do you want to be a hero? Hey, I see your arm can turn to a sniper rifle. Do you want to be a hero? And, yeah, that's kind of her stuff. And he's like, I don't care. Her like reason for fighting isn't that she wants a better society. She just wants an honest one. She's just sick of the Hero Society. And Deku's like, listen, I get it, but at the same time, like, you're crazy. And he does a really sweet move with Black Whip where he like spider senses towards her and he like flies, and she's like, man, he's quick. He's like, people, and he goes through a lot of people that have been scorned by the Hero Society. We see Shigaraki. We also get a tiny little panel of Shigaraki down here, which you can't see. You can see through my Endeavor pack a little. Oh, there we go. My chest, you can see through it if you can. That's Shigaraki. It's kind of hard to see. But over here in the top left, can you see my cursor? Yeah, you can a little bit. Nope, wrong way. If you go over here, you can see Shigaraki, who absolutely is a victim of the society that heroes have built. So that's winner there. Some guys that I don't remember, I believe they were trying to take out this tall lady because she just looked like a villain, which is also, once again, that's how it is. If you look like a villain, people are gonna think you're gonna be a villain. Endeavor, and then Dobby. So a bunch of people that have been in some way, shape, or form impacted greatly in a negative way by the Hero Society, which is, it's true. There's a problem with it. I mean, even the first chapter of the story is a bunch of people watching Bakugo get suffocated, and they're all smiling. They're like, oh, I can't wait for a hero to show up and save him. This is going to be sweet. This is one of the reasons why I love this series so much, because there is, on the surface, it's a lot of fun and you can get enjoyment out of it, which is great. It's great. But if you want to look for depth, there's a lot there. There really is. I mean, good stuff. Really great stuff. And then at the very end, we end with an interesting little twist. While they're fighting in the air, Overhaul's on the roof like, hey, are you done? I want to go see my boss. And she's like, give you one more thing to think about. And she just aims her gun at Overhaul. So she's really going to test Deku's ideals right now, I guess, because Overhaul might be one of like the worst people Deku's dealt with for sure. Because, you know, Eri, yikes. So it'll be interesting to see him be like caring about. Obviously, he doesn't want anyone to die, so he's going to try and save Overhaul. But it's just interesting to see Deku fight for, like, Overhaul. You know, it's just weird. It's cool, though. It'll be interesting. I'm excited for next chapter. Lady Nagant's really cool. I'm curious to see where she's going to go. I'm curious to see where Overhaul is going to go. You know, to this day, I'm still wondering, you know, are we going to check in with All Might? And is Endeavor and Hawks going to show up? Because I feel like this lady's, I think, good, but I definitely think Hawks is just kind of her, but slightly better. She has more range than him, but he has, like, you know, multiple feathers. I would like to see their fight. I think it'd be cool is all I'm saying. But, yeah, and I think Endeavor, I don't know. She could just shoot Endeavor, I guess, but if she gets hit, you know, it's kind of all, well, anyway, not important. Yeah, so that's really it for the chapter. Pretty cool chapter. Lady Nagant, as I said, interesting character. I'm curious to see what is going to happen as far as, like, because she's going to, I don't think she's going to win here, but I do think Deku needs to, something bad needs to happen to Deku, because I think he's on a bad path right now, and it kind of goes back to Ochako's thing where who's going to save the heroes. I think her plot point, her big, important to the main overarching story is going to be saving Deku when no one else is there to save him. Especially if you watch, like, the latest episode, right? It was a great episode, by the way. Really, really good stuff. And the anime is what I'm saying. Especially because recently we're going to get to my villains. You know, I'm excited. Anyway. But yeah, so I definitely do think that Deku needs... Something bad is going to happen to Deku, but I don't... After looking at this, I don't know if this is going to be it. But we'll see. At the end of the day, we'll see. Otherwise, that's going to do it for me. I have a bunch of videos planned. I just got to find time to do it when I'm not streaming. Or, you know, yeah. So I want to do a review of the Strongest Hero video game in total. Now that we've played it for almost a month, we're getting there. And I also have a surprise video that I'm not going to spoil what it is, but you'll know it when you see it, is all I'll say about that. You will know it when you see it. Because it is a little different. It's not quite what you see on the channel very often. I was going to talk about Castlevania, but I don't know. I don't really... I've realized that when I review things, I typically come off as really pessimistic for some reason, and I don't want to do that. Because I didn't love the newest Castlevania series. I thought it was cool, but I didn't love it. I definitely think Season 3 was the strongest point of the series by a lot. But, anyway, this video is almost 10 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I will see all of you next time. Peace.